What's up folks, Clips McGee here with another deck guide. So on today's deck guide I'm going to go through Imposter Double Ball. What tends to happen when I make a deck guide is the leader abilities change fairly shortly afterwards. There's only like a bit of short shelf life of my previous two deck guides, so hopefully Imposter's here to stay. We shouldn't really be seeing any kind of nerfs to it. It's not really kind of on anyone's radar as being an overpowered leader, so we should be okay with that. Just to kind of give you a bit of context, I was kind of bored with the Shield Wall and Skellige games that I was having, so I just wanted to try something a little bit different. I've always been a big fan of Nilfgaard, and I wanted to see if I could, you know, make a homebrew deck that kind of bucks the meta a little bit. In my climb from rank 1 to pro, and I have my first few games in pro rank as well, I've managed to get a 19 wins to 4 losses with it, which I think will be a pretty decent win rate. And I'm obviously quite low MMR, but still, the power level of the deck I think is pretty good. So let's go ahead and talk through it, have a game, see if we can win it. So yeah, Imposter, in case you don't know, lock an enemy unit and then we spawn a base copy of it on our side of the road and boost it by 2. So I've gone for Collar. But I'd be happy for you to make an argument for any of the other ones. I like Collar because it gives the enemy a status, and that's something that we like to play with. It also kind of deters them from using engines early on, and it kind of synergizes with quite a lot of cards that we have in the deck as well. But you know, if you'd rather use a buff card to protect one of our engines, then yeah, I'm happy for you to switch this out. Masquerade Ball, obviously we know the damage that this card can do if not answered. We want to play it twice really. Aneromancy to help you get that consistency on finding, well, ideally you want Masquerade or Asaya in your starting hand, and then if whichever one you don't have, you can Aneromancy to get. But you've got to remember though, obviously you want to keep one use of the Aneromancy for when you've shuffled your Masquerade Ball back into deck. Damien de la Tour is probably one of the cards that you don't see in decks a lot because there's so much 5-point removal out there. Obviously you've got your Nature's Rebuke, you've got your just Alzur's Thunder, but if you can get him protected behind, you know, your defender, I can't remember the name of it now, if you can get protected behind your defender, you'll often get him off. And also there's nice things that you can do with Damien. So for example, you can use the Imposter ability at the same time on a decent enemy engine that they would want to get rid of at the same time you play Damien, and then they have to decide if they get rid of the engine or the Damien. So yeah, I like having Damien in. Obviously, if you really don't like Damien, I think you could probably put in I mean, if you wanted to put in the what's the artifact or thingy removal called? Karathi Heatwave. You could put a Karathi Heatwave and get a point back if you wanted, but this is the build I'm running at the moment. So Morale, again, another Alzur's Thunder or Rebuke target, but how many have they got at the end of the day? Are they going to be using it on your mistresses? Probably. So yeah, this is obviously the part of the poison package that you have with Masquerade Ball and Fangs of the Empire. Vincent Van Moorhelm, I know he's been nerfed, but he's still an absolute beast in getting rid of anything with Veil. He basically just gets rid of the Veil cards that you need to get rid of, so yeah, strong card. Yenvo, another way of getting rid of kind of a protected Veil card, and also with Yenvo as well, if you use it round 1, you know you're going to, like, if they commit a strong card round 1, you can nullify that and take it. You know, I don't mind using this on a Dunker because of the fact that it denies it. Oh yeah, we don't get the buffs on our hand. It's still a 7-point card, and you've denied them whatever value they would have got on the carryover as well. But there's obviously other cards that are better than that as well. Theon, that's the defender's name. Theon is there to play front row, probably normally round 3. Especially if you don't get your second Masquerade Ball, you play your Theon, hope it doesn't get answered, hope it doesn't get moved, hope it doesn't get purified, and then that gives your morale, and it gives your Damien a few more kind of bites of the cherry. Asaya to shuffle your deck back in, to shuffle your Masquerade Ball back into your deck. Obviously, if it's been crappy heatwave, you can't do that, but then you can get some good value off Messiah anyway, by potentially like shuffling an Echo card back into your opponent's deck, making it harder for him to draw. And there's other kind of tech things that you can do with it, like in round 3 you could get rid of a nigger to stop him getting 3 points or maybe even more. But generally you're going to be using this for your Masquerade Ball. Philippe van Moorhelm, another like almost like a bait for a rebuke, but if they do not get rid of it, this card's an absolute beast. It just negates frigate. You can just take out the recruits that are spawned off the frigate. So much stuff has status, it can just start pinging down Veil. You know, if you poison something, you have a second poison, it just kind of, I really rate this card if it's not answered, but also if it does get answered, I'm never upset because it means that there's one, like the less likely to be able to answer my Damien or Morale. Van Hemmer, obviously the combo with the hero power, 6 point remove anything is, well, a Veil is always going to be good, especially when you're getting whatever that thing is. Roderick, just more kind of gold selection, I suppose. Also synergizes with Masquerade Ball. On certain occasions you can get your Masquerade Ball off in one turn with Roderick. I thought I only ran one of these, but apparently I run 2. So 2 Imperial Diviners, you need that to kind of sometimes purify away the Veil, but also purify away the Defender or purify away the Shield. Very rare situations you might use it to purify a lock on one of your guys, but normally it's kind of to try it so it doesn't, it's to stop your poisons getting nerfed. It also has very slight synergy on the Assimilate when you proc your Fangs of the Empire on Masquerade Ball, and also if you play anything from Yen's Invo, so you can potentially get them up to 7. Hunting Pack, just more thinning for that consistency for the 3rd round. Again, another reason why I like to have the collar as the kind of starting, I can't call it, like the TA replacement as the collar. I think that's why, you know, if you're on the blue coin, you can lock whatever your opponent plays first, and then turn 2 you can get out your Hunting Pack, you finned it, you've got your 8 points for 10, which obviously is very good, but obviously there's finning in there, so. Firsty Dame, not Mistress, Firsty Dame, obviously really solid kind of engine in this deck. Or another thing that normally they try to answer with a Rebuke or Thunder, or you know, whatever 4 point removals we can get if they're being particularly effective. Tony Joust, just 4 point in it, just 4 point removal, or 4 point boost if you want to protect something. Solid card. Yeah. Fangs, 2 Fangs of the Empire for that poison package. Bit of an unusual one, Van Muller Helm Servant. I just like it because it's like it fits with the deck. I normally always toss this back, but you know, with the amount of flipping doomed units that you've got, veiled units and stuff, if you get this down early and whatever you give the vitality to doesn't get answered, it's earning you a ton of value for 4 points. But realistically, I've almost always tossed it. But it's a Van Muller Helm, and it, you know, it does kind of fit in with the deck. And then Squirrel, just to kind of punish, you know, graveyards, how important they are at the moment. I feel like just having 1 Squirrel in as a tech card doesn't ever really feel really bad. You know, it's really good to get, it's mainly there to get rid of the Echo cards, but there's, again, other examples where it can be useful as well. And then just 2 Magna Divisions just for that other kind of engine value, cheap 4-drop card. So, that is my, you know, cleverly titled Imposter Double Ball. Let's get into a game and see if we can win it. Watch me just get an absolutely horrific matchup now. Draw a horrific hand. Okay. Okay, so we've got a Syndicate. I'm not sure if this is a good match or not, to be honest. There's not really much imposter value to be had within Syndicate, unfortunately.
The
Hidden
fire
well.
cleanses.
You know, so Squirrel will be good to get rid of Bow. So we got round 1 Masquerade, we got a Sire as well, which is good. We've got 2 dudes to proc. I don't know if I want the Squirrel in round 1 because I don't, well, yeah, I don't want the Squirrel. Am I going to need to Divine or anything? Probably not. Maybe. Let's see how we go.
They've so damn much. Anyone teach them to share?
There's the boats. Okay, so do we reckon they run Carafa Heatwave or... Let's hope that they don't run Carafa Heatwave. I could take the dudes that remove him, but I can't remember what they're called at the moment. What are they called? The guys that remove the art. He's got the Heatwave anyway. Yay. Okay, so this makes it a little bit more difficult. Obviously we're kind of concerned about Philippa as well here, aren't we? I can go ahead and just maybe Tony Joust my Dame. The thing is though, if he has a poison, I've got my... I don't know if he'll run 3 poisons. Okay.
Premium grade won't find any better.
So if I purify it, he's going to just take it with a Sire, isn't he? But then if I get a Sire out in this round, am I okay with that? I almost actually don't want a Sire, because then if he poisons it I can just take it out with a Fangs. But then he can just poison it with one of his guys. Let's try and protect.
My blade. I trust you have sharpened.
The only thing is with this, he could take this with a Sire, but then... Not a Sire, sorry, Philippa. He could Philippa this. Yeah. Oh no, he's just going for the Purifier.
You base your contention on erroneous assumptions.
Okay.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
So now he's not got enough to take that. He can still poison it, which is probably what he's going to do. Can I get it into is the question you've got to start asking yourself now. Do we think he has Philippa?
My favorite quarry? Why, fugitives, of course.
It's really bad that we got... Okay, well, he's given us a long round. Which is probably better for him, isn't it? What's like the lowest... What cards? Is it the Asire? We're definitely doing that, aren't we? And then I guess... Probably the Fangs, innit?
Feeling a bit peckish?
So we don't... Without... to be fair, without... we might struggle without... Ah, this is bad. What golds have I got? Could really do with an hero. Okay, so if I hit any of those three, it's terrible. We kind of want to get it. We need to play into it, I think, because
My, the Van
can't-
Mortens, they truly spoil us.
we want to get his. We want to get his.
They belong to me, and me alone.
I've no way of getting coins. Maybe I do. Let's see if he's got an answer to this.
My reason to travel, I mean. Allah Jar min Allah!
What do you say? Date night at the butcher's yard?
The stars contend you shall be victorious today.
I really think we've lost this. I just want to get his masquerade, not his masquerade ball out, but you know what I mean.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
So we need to lock something.
Push on! No mercy! Few poachers dare venture into the Van Morlohen's
Okay.
wood.
He's going to take the morale now with Philippa, but then at least I've got Philippa out of him. Oh, wow, he's not okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so is there anything worth locking and getting rid of? Imca to get a few coins? Maybe. I mean, Azar Javad seems like a relatively good yen vote, and then next turn I can protect Damien and almost certainly get the double play. Let's go for that.
He who knows too
We're out.
much.
So
Dies
we've
too
got to
soon.
assume that would have been a really good imposter target had I got this bad boy down. So Ricard down. Hopefully we're going to have double hero power. We can probably imposter. Yeah, we probably want to imposter the. Right, there's loads of good stuff there. Let's get rid of that. Wowzers. Okay, that's good. And then we can Neomancy the Van Hamar. Okay, cool. So we're probably going to Azaj Yved for... Yeah, of course.
My noble knight. Be still.
So I think we imposter that. Get a 6.1.
Sleep, my champion.
Plays your bed.
Rest now.
Grand man, stand up.
Pay the tribute.
I see no role in it.
Just to make it a bit awkward for his Philippa. Like, if he wants to steal a 1.1, he can do. But then obviously, I mean, that does kind of make it a bit crap for me actually. But I think we'll be okay. He says. There's Philippa stealing one of them.
You do not deserve to live!
Probably alright. So let's get Damien out there now.
For the Duquesa!
For the Duquesa. So he's got his second.
Boy, beautiful. Interested in some easy coin?
Be still.
Okay. So I reckon we, as shit as it is, I reckon we have to Vincent the Scarab, and then we need to take the other Slice Seductress, so that the 2 final cards that he plays are giving us boosties, and then hope that my Van Hermar finish is going to be enough.
All gentlemen have their vices.
I'll consider this my tip.
So I've only got a 5-point finish here. I don't think it's enough. Oh sugar.
Catch of the day.
It's gonna go to the wire.
Mr. Garamith.
If he's got Jacques de Aldersberg, he's won. What's he got? Oh, is that enough? It's a tie!
Watch us yet, but
Wow, what a game. So, there you go, folks. Tie game. Should we go into another to take me up to my 25 rank games? Yeah, go on then, let's see if we can get a win out of it. But tie's not bad. Tie's not bad. Tie's not bad. Skelliga.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
Again on the coin. Cool. So we're going to want to go range probably this round. We don't want to play Damien round 1 or Morale, so we'll save them. Hopefully get enough value, so we're going to put this on the front row. Is there anything worth locking in Skellige? Yeah, loads actually. I wouldn't mind getting... Okay, cool. So I'm glad that we got the Masquerade Ball. So I said we're going to do range, aren't we, with everything else? So let's go ahead and whack this guy on the front row. Please delight in song and wine. Oh. Can I just say, by the way, such a good imposter target. It's just a 12-point imposter. Anyway, we'll move on. Hey, 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 hey.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Morlohun's wood.
do love the skeleton music though. It's pretty sick, isn't it? How dare you?
Hey, Neuer in Espa!
Herzlich on my ship.
There we go. We await the pass.
Reasons for the feeble of heart!
Oh. So, do we be cheeky monkeys? It's like, what do I want to commit though here? I could get rid of his. I could Neuromancy into Squirrel, but then it means I'm less likely. If I, I'm less likely to hit a sire. I mean, I think I've got a strong enough hand, even if I don't get the ball back. I think stopping him having the other option's to thin with a hunting pack, but I think getting rid of his Blood Eagle is probably a better play. We want him to resurrect the and create longswords, because as I said, it's just literally 12-point imposter plus removal of whatever his is. Man, the blinds are shining proper weird through my door here, aren't they? Right, she's got 2 blood first now. I'm gonna commit my sight. I really don't want to go any. I don't know. Maybe he'll give me a decent.
The stars contend you shall be victorious today.
I think pinging that by 1 is still better than pinging that by. Oh no, it's probably not, is it? Let's get that by 2. I don't really want to go too much further in unless he gives me a really good Yennefer's Invo, which he hasn't yet. Yeah, I thought that'd be it. I'm tempted to try and 2-0 him, even with the card down. Really tempted to 2-0 him. The only worry is obviously Gremist. Please get a sire, please get a sire. Okay, I mean, I don't know. Is this a 2-0 hand? I could Neuromancy, whatever I want. Let's go for it.
Let their blood break their bones and spirits!
I actually wanted to play Thirsty Dane first, but I guess this is alright-ish, I guess. The bear, it's fine. So he's giving me an option to get my card back there.
Don't ask a lady her age. It's unbecoming.
What's he trying to put that in range of? He doesn't run muzzle, does he? Okay. We're going to end up running our first imposter on a bear to get a 6-point lead. It's not great, is it? But maybe it is what we have to do. Actually, that's better. That's way better, isn't it? It stops him changing. I get a bit of damage as well.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
It's pretty sick. Do I play morale? Get rid of the bear? I don't really like wasting morale on a bear, but the only other options are thin with the hunting pack, but I feel like that's an absolute waste as well. What's morale, the fucking bear?
A dagger. Where's the challenge?
It's not a great, especially with that guy procking off. Come on. Oh, another one of them, eh?
Ah! Take more than that to stop me.
Right, what am I doing now, though? Am I Yenvoing that? Just feels a bit weak, doesn't it? Right, there'll be better Yenvo. Like Yenvo, right? It's Yenvo. It's an okay Yenvo if I'm thinking that next round's gonna be shite. Maybe I just use this on the guy on the right, and I can still get Vincent with a Nero for something better.
Tell me what you've got.
Show me what you got.
Down on your knees
Frey.
and beg for mercy. 3 hours.
So there's no bronze warriors
That's what.
in my deck, is there? Right, so I don't want to Nero that, do I? I also don't want to. Do I just take another? I'm just trying to think. There's probably going to be better ones to hit my Imposter ability with. I mean, I could save my Imposter for the last round, and I could also save my Anira. Well, I kind of want to use Yenvo now. But I don't want to use Yenvo on Harold Warmonger. So let's commit to this line of play instead.
I'll smash your mouth. Shut the fight, you bastard.
All gentlemen have their vices.
Hopefully he plays a good card now, and then I can Yenvo it, and then we'll just have to see if I've got the points. Yeah, that's the good card I've been waiting for.
Finally.
So hopefully he can't get that back in one. And he can't, and I'm also going to go up to 6. Is this 4 or 3 Berserk? 3. Crap. Ugh. So he's got his Berserk. He's got his Bloodlust 3, Bloodthirst 3. Okay, so 4 damage on a 4.
Treason. Turncoats. Rats.
So he's got to have 7-point final play, which he does.
No prisoners. Lead them to the sea.
So I've got his Hemdall, which is good. But what else do I want to go along with it? I'm not really sure. I like that. Okay, it's not good. So I'm capping out at 12. Okay. No bleed value for you. So can he get higher than 12 with these 2 cards is the question. Or can he get to 12? Because I'll... Yes! Boo 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 ba da! So there you go. So what do we finish on? 20 wins, 1 draw and 4 losses over 25 games in this deck. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you can see where the power lies. Thank you for watching. I will post a deck guide. I've just noticed that the light is horribly shining on my face, but I don't think that really matters too much. You enjoy your day wherever you are, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.